Sabbath keepers versus Sunday keepers. A final showdown? Two groups, 2 days, one command from God and one great deception. The final showdown is near. Which side will you stand on? This is not just a theological disagreement. It's not about preference or tradition. This is about allegiance. This is about who you worship and how you worship Him. At the center of this controversy is one day, the Sabbath. God declared the seventh day holy at creation, Genesis chapter 2:2-3. He etched it into stone with His own divine hand in Exodus 20:8-11. He called it His day in Isaiah 58:13. The Sabbath is not Jewish, it's divine, and it never changed. So why do most of the world's Christians now keep Sunday, the first day of the week? The answer is chilling. It wasn't changed by Christ. It wasn't changed by His apostles. It was changed by Rome. In 321 AD, Constantine, a pagan emperor who worshipped the sun, passed the first Sunday law, commanding rest on the venerable day of the sun, not for biblical reasons, but for political and pagan unity. Later, the Roman Catholic Church enforced this tradition through ecclesiastical decrees, even boasting, "The Church is above the Bible," and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that fact. Now ask yourself, do you follow God's commandments or man's traditions? Jesus said in Mark 7:7, "In vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." That includes Sunday keeping, a tradition with no biblical command, no divine sanction, and no support from Christ Himself. The Sabbath keepers, however, are those described in Revelation 14:12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. They cling to truth, even when the world mocks them. They obey God's law, even when churches twist it. They love the Savior and prove it by keeping His day holy. But the Sunday keepers, many are sincere, many have been deceived. But sincerity cannot override truth. Worship without obedience is worthless. Jesus said in John 14:15, "If you love me, keep my commandments." And now, in these final moments of Earth's history, the battle is intensifying. Governments are aligning with false religion. A worldwide push for enforced Sunday observance is coming. It's called the Mark of the Beast, and it's not about a microchip or a barcode. It's about worship. Revelation 13 speaks of a time when no one can buy or sell unless they submit to the beast's authority. And what is the sign of that authority? The man-made change of God's Sabbath to Sunday. The Church of Rome even declared, "Sunday is our mark of authority." The Church is above the Bible, and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that fact. Do you hear it? That's not just arrogance. That's blasphemy. This is the final showdown. Sabbath keepers versus Sunday keepers. Not just in name, but in loyalty. You will be forced to choose, not by the crowd, not by your denomination, but by truth. Will you honor God's law or bow to religious tradition? The Sabbath is the seal of the living God. Ezekiel 20:20, Revelation 7:2-3. The Sunday law is the mark of the beast. Revelation 13:16-17. Choose carefully. Your eternal destiny hangs in the balance. The final showdown is not coming. It's here.